It's a stream. Hello, hello, hello. And yes, Bograt, you do, in fact, know this game. Alrighty then. The question is, should I add that other image here? And I think the answer is yes. Add image. Do this. And maybe a little bit of this. Little bit of this. And let's see how this looks. That looks downright fine. Yeah. Playing Blueprints. Okay. So... what is going on with my thumbstick? Up is down, down is nothing. Hello, Connor. Welcome. New game. Okay. I'm not playing with my usual controller right now because I tried to replace the thumbstick on it earlier and it didn't. Hi, Julie. Welcome. Yeah, turns out that the controller I was using does not have standard thumbsticks. I tried to take them out of one of my spare Xbox controllers, and they didn't fit. And Julie, I don't think my wife would like that. So, sorry, but no. Alright. I have never played Blueprints before. I understand that it scratches the mist itch. And as such, I am looking forward to it. Currently, that's the bulk of what I know.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me.
I like the art style. Quentin! Hello. Yes.
Bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son
I agree.
of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, and interest in, and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly.
God, I had something like stuck in my shirt or something. I have an itch. Right here.
On my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am
If I pulled that up.
any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should
The
have
Sinclair
ownership of
legacy.
uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner.
Okay.
Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse.
I do not have a truck.
In witness whereof I
And
have
also high.
to set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993.
How's it going? I love trucks.
Herbert S. Sinclair.
One stream before you was a woman who talks to a ghost, and now you watch a guy who gets asked to be a chatter's boyfriend. I mean, I'll say, Cyrillix, that's atypical for me. That's not normally what goes on. But here we are. I love that our little Lord Fauntleroy has a fucking safari hat. Oh, okay. Controller. I see now. Whoa, okay, didn't expect holding that button to load Steam. I might be playing this one mouse and keyboard if my controller doesn't decide to behave. Why? Why are you doing this? Come on. Okay. Let's try this again. This time I'm gonna, like, just be circling the controller the whole time and see what happens. So I'm not even sure which cat that would have been, but I'm happy to show you a cat. Give me a moment. We have 6 cats. It's so many cats. And now my controller won't even start. Gus, come here, bud. Gus, come on. The one time you don't want attention? Rizzo, come here. Before I show cat, I'm going to show dog. Rizzo, come. Stand up. Give me keys. Thank you. You're a good dog. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Good dog. Oh. Okay. Go lay down. Don't want to lay on the couch? Okay. Yes. Where are you at? There you are. Oh. I'm not sure if this is the one who did the drive-by, but here's Gus. He's our handsome little idiot. All right. Come on, controller. Maybe I'll relaunch the game with the controller already turned on, if it decides to be screwy. Oop. Bluetooth. Add device. Yeah, Rizzo's great. And we had 3 cats, and then things got out of hand when we adopted a neighborhood stray. Who turned out to be pregnant, and then we kept 2 of her kittens, and her. Bluetooth. Come on. Not that one. Add device. Bluetooth. Nope, didn't think so. We can do this. Doc, I want you to ask to be my boyfriend, or for me to be your boyfriend, let's say once a month, on average. Well, have a good night, Cyrillix. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for saying hi. I'm glad you got to see some of the pets. And, yeah. Have a good one. I wish this controller would work. I'm having such bad controller luck right now. The good news is 8BitDo sells the correct sticks, so I've got those on order. Pro controller. Remove. Add. Bluetooth. Pro controller. Okay. Now, I'm just gonna Alt F4 out of the game, and I'm gonna relaunch it with the controller on and active. Okay. The Elgato did not like that. That was very green. Ugh. Alright. Alright. I know that says Dogubomb, but I read it as Dog Bomb or Dug Bomb. The Dutch angles. People who are intolerant of other people's cultures. And the Dutch. Don't make me sit through the thing again. Please don't make me sit through the thing again. Okay. If the controller doesn't work this time, I've got one other controller I can try, and then I'm out of ideas. Why? Why are you doing this? You see it correctly. Okay. Doot. Apparently I've got those bound. Okay, so the problem is the game. Game settings. Controls. Nice. That's awesome, Bograt. I don't know how to fix this. Give me the Steam overlay. This isn't a Steam game. I'm playing this on Game Pass. Why would the Steam overlay work? Okay. We're gonna turn this controller off. Steam is gonna load again for some reason. We're gonna try and hook up this controller. Says it's connected. Doesn't appear to be, though. Oh, wait. Okay, so maybe that's the problem. Let's close Steam. Steam, done. Closed. Start. Nope. Okay. I don't know. I'm okay switching to mouse and keyboard for puzzling, but for actual just walking around, I really want to play with a controller if I can. Just save my wrists a little bit of heartache. This controller is very dusty because I haven't worked on Howard in a while. Give me my Bluetooth settings. Okay. Now, controller, know that you're connected. I'm beginning to think that the game No, the game should still be the problem, though, because the gamepad tester saw the controller correctly. So annoying. Okay, fine. 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 This is exactly how I wanted to chill out right now. Okay. Open only in the event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. So many chords. Over there. Okay. It's gonna be one of those days. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I'm uncertain which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, "Don't go where the path leads, abandon the path, and go where you want it to lead." With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert F. Sinclair. I know it's S. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log. Pressing tab. Cool. Ace. Queen. Okay. I would like for this to be a bedroom. Okay. The trunk is locked. Nothing in the desk drawers. Okay. No jumping. Icon has hat. Nope. Alright. The trunk is still locked. That's fine. Greetings from Reddington. I don't see anything immediately jumping out at me as a puzzle solution there. I'd like this to be a hallway. Doors in the wing are more like in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Okay. Bat tub. Let's see here. So this is going to be an edge. So doing this means that I can safely make that a closet. The gems are on the floor. The gems are in this box. The gems are on the desk. Rather curious wind-up key, a component of the parlor games. was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charms. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I'd mentioned a rather singular parlor game I'd played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I've included with this letter all the details you will need to share with the guests should you be inclined to play. There will always be at least 1 box which is true, always at least 1 box which is false. Only 1 box has a prize within, the other 2 are always empty. Okay. I mean, the gems are not on the floor. That is demonstrably false. The gems are not on the desk. That is also demonstrably false. So, the gems must be in the box. Alright. Gems. Okay, and I believe, yeah, I am safe to make this into a closet. It cannot be a closet. It can be a storeroom, though. Okay. Storeroom. Oh, guest bedroom would give me extra steps, but that's neither here nor there. Okay. 1. Okay, a key. That's good. And a gem. 10. Okay, that key would, in theory, let me open that trunk. Okay, what have I got going on here now? I'm gonna make this into a nook. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal. Actually, fun fact, I actually have a journal right here. So let's go ahead and also, this is technically a Game Pass game. I can put this in my Gamer Pass section. Blueprints. Okay. A coupon book. Save 1 coin on each purchase I make in the estate. Cool. Another key. Okay, so making this a guest bedroom would suck. That would be an actually just bad thing. Making this a pantry lets me continue. Making this a commissary is dangerous. I always have the other door off the entrance hall, though. Ooh. Aw, can't play. Nothing in the trash can. Just double checking that there's nothing going on here. Alright. Shop. I do not have the money to shop yet, but I know now what is here. With road. Without fishing rod. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it's doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Terminal password starts with an S. That's all I can make out. Okay. So I'm sort of stuck no matter what. So I'm going to do a closet. I know that's going to result in extra items, but... while drafting, you may use a die to re-roll new floor plans. Fantastic. That was 1 and 2. Occasionally save steps when traveling longer distances across the estate ground. Alright. I can now move quickly. Okay. Office is the only thing that lets me continue. Insert into one of the estate terminals to permanently upgrade one of your floor plans. Ooh. Welcome to the Mount Holly Home Office. Press Enter. Spread gold into estate. Back. Run payroll. Okay, not going to do either of those things yet. And I don't know the network password. Oh, wait. E. Floor upgrade program. Scanning disk. Closet. Plus 4 extra items if drafted adjoined to a red room. I don't know how many rooms are red, but 4 extra items seems really good. Bedroom seems easier to manage, though. I'm gonna do bedroom. Volume. I would have thought there would be music in this game, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, let's see here. Courtyard. Corridor. Oh, man. I mean, I only get 1 exit no matter what. I'm gonna hope... Oh, I don't have the gems for that. Never mind. Corridor it is. Okay. Den. Okay, I can see why that's a thing. You'd have to have some sort of red room that had an extra door off of it. Okay. Yeah, if I do a bedroom, I'm getting no extra steps, so den it is. Get the gem. Actually, oh, I can't do a passage room. Okay, then I think I want a drawing room. Okay. Boy. A lot of things going on here. Oh, the clock does move. Neat. Okay. Open. Secret passage leads to a room color of my choice. Interesting. Ah, I don't have the gems. Redraw. So that gives me one exit, that gives me one exit. I'm gonna take the guest bedroom right now for the extra steps. Just wanted to write you a quick note. Thank you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose particular personality somewhat made up for your own absence. New game in the billiard room. It was well worth the wait, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Okay. So the billiard room has a darts-based puzzle that doesn't require a knowledge of darts. Okay, I'm not really spending money this trip anyway, so... Oh my goodness, dog. Okay, West Wing Hall. So, the West Wing is often locked. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, any staff may draft so. Spare room gets me through. Yeah. It's my only chance of getting to the corner down here, so... Huh. Rumpus room, eh? Needs gems. Redraw the floor plans. Dining room. Okay, another key. That's excellent. Workshop. Stones cut by hand. I see a little face. Okay. The note is read, the letter is not. Boy, I don't really know how to read. Okay, E. The note E. The true box does not always contain the prize. Okay. Can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. Nice. Now, if I were to combine running shoes... Nope. Okay. These don't combine in any meaningful way. That's fine. Okay. This being a utility closet makes plenty of sense. where the breaker box is. Oh. Toggling of breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Turning everything on. And the keycard entry system is off. I'm going to turn the power in the dark room off. I have no idea what any of that does. Yes, use one of my 3 keys. Okay, billiard room, I know there's a puzzle in here, so I want it. Okay. Puzzle, and I don't need to know darts. Oh god. Okay. The numbers matter. 5, 8, 13, 3, 15, and 5, 8, 13, 3, 15, and 12. Okay. Okay. Nope. Okay. So that doesn't work. 3. No. What's the bit here? So that becomes 15. Okay. And now this is 12 plus 18 is 30, which doesn't work. But maybe yellow is like a minus? 18 minus 4? 14? Okay. Yellow is minus. 16 minus 3? 13. Okay. 10 plus 2? 12? Damn it. And it was probably times, because this is plus. Okay. There's only one version of this that works, which is 10 minus 5, which is 5 times 4, which is 20. Okay. Figured out darts. And I just got keys, so I might as well. Well, I turned off the power in the dark room. So let's do the dark room. Keycard reader is not powered on. So does that mean that door just doesn't work? And does that mean I am now out of rooms? Turn the keycard system on. Turn the dark room on. Okay, wait. I feel like I want these to all be blue. Okay. There's a thing here. There's a way to do what I'm trying to do. Okay. Okay. Wait. I think I have it. What I need is for both of these to be red. Nope. Okay. There's a way to make this happen, and I'm getting there. So okay, I definitely want them all to be blue. I'm convinced of that. So Okay. So what I want is to end up with a bunch of blues and one purple. I don't like that right-clicking takes me out of it. Wait, how did that become white? Well, now I'm extra confused. Okay. White. Like, so it's not that I want them all to be white anymore. Or purple anymore, I mean. Okay. I don't know enough about that puzzle. Like, I know how to turn one of them white. I don't know what to do with that information. So, away we go. Oh, I do have an extra direction I can go. I forgot about the chapel. Good thing I have all these keys. Okay, now I'm gonna be out of rooms to go into. I guess the bunk room, because it counts as 2 bedrooms. Nothing to do in here as far as I can tell, though. And I was out of rerolls. Hey, buddy! I'm glad you're not dead. You've got a little bunk bed in your thing, too. Nice cute little guy. Little guy. Okay, let's go see what was in that trunk. And actually, let's let's go ahead and spread coins all around the house. Okay. And I do not know the network password, so that's fine. Oh, well. Would have been nice. Hey, Redworm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That sounds like the code an idiot would put on his luggage. Little bluebird. Okay, bluebird in a bathing suit. That means nothing to me. I don't know if I get to keep coins between days. I'm sure I don't get to keep keys and dice and stuff. Okay. So there is nowhere for me to go. Okay, yes, confirmed. So we'll see if I get to keep coins. Because going around and finding coins that I dispersed is really my the only game in town right now. Right, you'll lose a coin every time you come in here, though. Requested another portrait, I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged portrait of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. Okay. I know I'm not going to get to keep that. There's that 10 again. Okay, and done for the day. You can continue your search tomorrow. Okay, so that was my first run. Didn't even make it to the antechamber. I say as if that's a foregone conclusion. Day 2. So it is in fact a puzzle game. It's like a roguelike puzzler. All right. Still ace queen. I'm going to do a pantry this time. That's worth 5 steps. Please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we've just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. So the layout of the house is different every day. Ooh, a puzzle in the parlor, you say? This box is one of the 2 empty boxes. 2 boxes are empty. There are 3 boxes in this room. Okay, so this is definitely true. One of these 2 has to be false. Or both of them are false. This is definitely true. It is possible for both of these to be true. So, as an example, Hunter, this riddle was different yesterday. Okay. 2 boxes in this room are empty. This is one of the empty boxes. There are 3 boxes in this room. I mean, this is definitely true. Oh, man. I'm gonna open this one. I think this is incorrect, but this one is at least for sure true. Yeah. It was probably that box. Hard to say. A nook would get me into the corner, which is kind of good. Actually, so would the bedroom. This gets me a key. This gets me extra steps. I'm not going to be passing through that room very often, so I'm not going to go for the extra steps. I'm going to go for the key. And then, since we're early on, I'm going to immediately use the key to open the trunk. To get a bunch of money. And then... Oh, I'm going to do the 10 extra steps. Since I will use up less than that getting back to the beginning. Okay, that whole thing netted me positive 7 steps and 14 money. I don't have gems, so that's useless to me. Spare room it is. Okay, well this for sure gets me a gem, and gives me a good split. So. God, that clock is huge. Walk up into the club like, hey, what up? I got a huge clock. That's how that song goes, right? Once I've drawn floor plans, I must draft one. Okay, well, then let's take the... observatory. It's a new room. Presumably, there's something to do here. Oh, okay, if I turn it to actually look out. Necktie. North Star. Gain 1. I now have 1 star. Okay. Bedroom, eh? Okay, so chapel would get me 2 directions, but I don't love it. Let's take the bedroom. Get the extra steps. And now I'm stuck with the chapel anyway, but this is I think a better spot for it. I don't know why I think that. I'm just choosing to think that. Okay. Corridor. Alright, well that lets me do a much better job of filling out the rooms, but they are more likely to be locked. That one wasn't locked, that's good. Still don't have any gems, so this is gonna be the breaker box. Okay, all of this appears to be essentially the same. Do. VAC indicators. Man, I don't know. Okay. So, I mean, making that blue. This one. Which one is most beneficial for me to have be white? Just sort of thinking, like, it feels like it should be one of these two, would be my guess. Like, if it's that one, and then I can... do something. Okay. So... there's no way to get them all to be green. can do that. Yeah, there's got to be like a color key somewhere of the order I need to get them in. That would be 4 stars. I currently have at most 1. Okay, so... Brr. I'm gonna do a storeroom and just be locked out of having this final room. Okay, still a little bluebird in a thing. Okay. No locked doors and all of that. So, through the chapel it is. Oh, wait, I'm not locked out. The entrance hall can go into that room. Nice. Just double check that there's not something hiding in the chapel. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's almost certainly important. Good thing I just found a key. Kitchen. That might have been a mistake, actually. Nope, we're good. Let's see here. Cool. Yeah, let's do that. And so now I have the morning room in my draft pool. That's locked, which sucks. There was a thing that said 4 stars. Can I move? Okay, let's see here. There's that knob, there's this. See. Nope. Okay. There's probably a mechanic there that I'm not getting. But it is what it is. The 7 locked doors. Oh my goodness. I have no keys, otherwise I would totally do that. Hallway. Dark room, because that's all the opportunity I have. Right. Oh. Only one of these rooms doesn't have a, gem requirement. The morning room! Okay, if I had a shovel, then I could do something. Upgrade discs, so if I can find a console, then I can upgrade. That's nice. And tomorrow I'll start with 2 gems as well. Excellent. This does not need to be anything special. The goal of this game is to find the 46th room. And if you'll notice, there are 45 spaces for a room to be. Um, so, the Red Prince. There once was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? The story he read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, a red book we just read. Red. 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 Okay, there does not appear to be anything I can interact with. So, newspaper. The Baron of Mount Holly names nephew provisional heir. Okay. There's a lot in there that I'm not going to bother with. Thermos. Ooh, dice. Totally missed that there were dice. Okay, so here and here are my current options because I don't have a key. It has a gem requirement. I'm just gonna do it. It's gotta be good, right? Hey, could have been worse. Commissary is closed from day 12 to 16. Yeah, it still says I think it's ST. Alright, what do we got? We've got multiple metal detectors. Sledgehammer. If I can get up to 8, I want that sledgehammer because there was a trunk. Really? Okay. Can I get where I'm going without going? Yeah, okay. Well, if the commissary door is locked, then I'm running out of space. I've got steps, but not space. I'm looking for... Oh, okay, so that would get me... I don't have any gems. Okay, I'm gonna re-roll again. Okay, this is good because it will let me... Wherever items would be spread throughout the house, they are placed in this room instead. Interesting. I can't get into the office without gems. So we're doing the freezer so I can keep my 5 money for tomorrow. That's what's happening. Because I have nowhere else I can go. I don't have a key. And this door's locked. So... guess it's time to call it a day. So I haven't figured out the breaker box yet. I don't care. Save and continue. It's not necessary to solve every single puzzle. It's necessary to draft the right rooms in the right order to get to the antechamber at the top. And presumably have solved certain puzzles along the way. Because if you notice, the antechamber has a door leading out of it. Okay, so I have gems, and I have coins to start. Parlor. Okay, we get to do this again. There's a second wind-up key in this room. This box and the white box are both empty. The statement on the white box is true. So, if there is a second wind-up key, then it is probably in a box. One box which has only true. There will always be one box that is false. And only one box has a prize. The other two are always empty. Okay, so this is definitely false. Which means this is false. Which means this is true. Which means the item is in the blue box. Got there. Billiard room. Since I know how to do that puzzle as well, we should definitely do it. Uh, 12. Okay. 7 plus 3 plus 1 is 11. 12 plus 4 is 16 minus 11 is 5. 15 minus 11 is 4 times 3 is 12. 2 minus 1 is 1 times 13 is 13. Okay. And now we have the key card. So if we come across an electronic door, we can open it. Excellent. I would like this to be a den. Okay. Yeah, let's do the walk-in closet. Get 4 items. The idea of 4 items makes me quite happy. So what's the 4th item? This key. Okay. Cool. Net positive on gems. I think we take the commissary here. And the pantry. Okay, what do we have available in here? Some rooms require gems to open. Not all, but some. I'm going to buy a magnifying glass. Inspect documents of the estate more closely. I should have gotten that money first. Okay, so a passageway, for instance, is a valuable room because it has 3 exits, so it costs 2 gems. I am going to do that. Yeah, bedroom here seems good to get a couple of extra steps. There's no trunk or anything in this one, but there is a spare set of car keys. Okay, so if I can get the garage, then I can open the car, I assume. I know there's a garage because it's on the breaker box. Speaking of breaker box, I'm gonna do that so that I can turn the fuse for the garage on. I still don't understand how this works. But here we are. Okay. That looks like it has a secret exit. Launder currency. I find this intriguing. This service costs 5 and will exchange all of my keys with my gems. All of your gems with all of your coins. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Well, man, I feel like I have to do the chapel here, and I hate that. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I am instead going to do a storeroom. And get my coin, my key, and my gems. And bank on this all being more helpful to me. Okay. Nothing special. Ooh, does this... Is this helpful? It is. Swan Song. Okay. Terminal password. Swan Song. Awesome. Actually totally worth. I don't know. Presumably, you would find the 46th room, though I don't know if that... Again, this is my first time playing this game, so I'm sort of figuring it out as I go. Okay. Corridor. Security. Oh, hey. Cutscene. I'm into it. So, the protagonist is the nephew of the guy who previously owned this house. And he used to be here. When he was a kid, he would come hang out. The floor plan of the house changes every day. The uncle who owned the house believes that if you're smart enough, you can find the 46th room, and if you can find the 46th room, you get the house. It's a provisional inheritance. Yes. That is you. Pointing at you. Blue memos are true, red memos lie unless written by hand. Okay. Blue memos true, red equals false unless handwritten. Okay. Fun fact, Redworm, I'm playing this on Game Pass. Welcome to Mount Holly Security. Swan song. Password accepted. All right. Since I have a Game Pass subscription. Remote terminal access. View active terminals. Okay. Nothing else is currently set. I like handwriting. I have a journal. This scratches the missed itch for me. Okay. Can only access email on the office. Bedroom. Draft pool. Okay. Dirigiblocks. Okay. The game will be added in the future. Okay. That's fine. Staff services. Staff announcements. So if you're reading this, just know we're all rooting for you. Your friends in faithful service. Special orders. Place a special order. I would like to make sure that we get a brass compass at the store. Okay, nobody can punch in or out. Okay. Data transfers. Log out. Alright, and if I had a disk, I could put it in there to upgrade one of my drafts. So what I do know is that the office exists. The nursery exists. Okay. Cool. Ooh. 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 Chapel. I write in... I print. I don't cursive. I can, I just don't like to. So if I put this here, I'll get 10 extra steps. So let's do that. Okay. Wait a second. Red memos are false. I feel like I saw a red memo a while back. Spare room. Use a key. Hallway. Yeah. Use another key. Adds several rooms to today's draft pool, but then becomes a fucking dead end. Well, I'm getting a dead end no matter what. Hate that for me, bestie. Let's add some rooms to the draft pool then. Draft pool is your deck of potential floor plans. Floor plans added to the draft pool or removed at the end of the day. No running! Lies. Tiger. Hang in there. Okay, so this is false. Yeah, let's do the drawing room. Use my last gem. Okay. Use my last key. So now I know that that other thing was false. Garage. I have car keys, but I don't have... Oh, that's annoying. Okay. I don't have the gems for that room. And I have to draw this. Okay. Well, let's get the key at least. Fuck it. Nothing ventured. Alright, I've got 2 rerolls plus the reroll I get just for being in here. So... I mean, not going to use my reroll here. Okay, so that is now a door that actually exists, I think. So if I can get there somehow, miraculously, then I'll be able to do other door things in here. And that door's locked, because of course it is. Back to the entrance hall, it seems. Did I actually step into the guest bedroom from the chapel? I sure hope so. Yeah, I did. I've not yet found a disc. Okay, so the billiard room again. Pantry or the dark room. The dark room's the only thing that gets me through here, but I have redraws, so let's do a redraw. Den. I should have done the corridor, but here we are. Any documents or anything in the den? No. Okay. We'll do the billiard room again. One. 20 minus 3 is 17. 2 times 5 is 10. 18 divided by, I'm gonna guess, since that's the operation I haven't seen yet, divided by 6 is 3. Okay. 18 divided by 6 is 3 times... Nope, that doesn't work. 18 minus 12 is 6. Divided by 6 is 1. Times 2 is 2. Woo! Okay, so I got keys. Let's see if I can do anything with them. What's going on in my front door? Nope, I ain't talking to nobody with a high-vis vest and a clipboard at 7:30 at night. Let's use our last redraw. Okay. This gets me extra steps, which I don't hate. But this lets me go further forward. F it. Okay. Rumpus room. Insert coin. Tell me, Alzara, what is your wisdom? Ponder the... Okay.
As it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara.
Okay. I sure do.
I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
Sure.
The image is becoming clear. I see a boy.
That's me. I'm a boy.
Boy standing on a shore of white sand.
That seems unlikely.
He is looking for something. Something he was told he would not find.
Kitty cat.
I see a black cat tied to a red flag.
Okay, black cat, red flag. White sand, black cat, red flag.
The wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find.
Okay, so presumably that's the door to the 46th room.
Beyond the dark waters,
Deep dark water, glass shark coming for you.
what you have heard here has been foreseen. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Okay. Neat. White sand, black cat, red flag. My current inventory, I have 1 star. Oh, I can call it a day from the map. Neat. 2 keys. And I have gotten the words of Alzara. Okay. I mean, I guess I'll get the extra steps. Just thinking, pantry gets me more coins, but that doesn't do me much good. West Wing Hall is straight up useless, so yeah, bedroom, I guess, for the extra steps. And just see if there's anything worth seeing on this. Doesn't look like it. Okay. So I've got 14, 13, let's see here. 12, 11, 10, 9. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, so if I go straight there, I can get to the West Wing Hall. So I don't have running shoes, so okay, now to get there, up, left, up, up. Oh, that will get me into the drawing room in a different doorway. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Okay. Up. Left. Up. Up. Now, oh no, that's the drawing room, not the Chamber of Mirrors. Okay, yeah. 3, 2. Use the key. Can I get myself any extra steps here? One. Okay, let's see here. Well, that's false. And that's false. That's 2 false, so this has to be true, so the gems are here. Woo. Okay. I guess I don't get to exist in that room. I just got to draft it. So I have 2 stars now. There's a thing that looked like it said it needed 4 stars. White sand, black cat, red flag. Day 4. I don't know how many days you have to do this, actually. been a little bit blasé. Okay, doesn't say. All right, let's go this way. Billiard room. Start off with a puzzle I know how to do. Hey, a coin. Nice. 16. 5 times 4, 20. 3 times 4 divided by 2, 6. 17 minus 15 is 2. Times 20 is 40. Divided by 10 is 4. Fuck. Alright, got the security key card. We'll see if that matters this time. Yeah, this is a good spot for that. Parlor. And I'll have the puzzle. And also a little coin purse. Each time you collect 3, earn an additional 1. Nice. The gems are in this box. The gems are not in this box. The gems are not in the white box. Okay, so if this is true, you don't carry anything between days unless you get lucky and get a thing that lets you carry like specific things to the next day. There's always at least one true and at least one false. Okay, so if this is true, and this is true, then the gems are either here or here. If this is true, then this is true, and this is true. So this cannot be true. So this is false. And these are the same statement. So the gems are in the blue box. Got there. Okay. Observatory. It's my 3rd star. The slice. Plus 3 steps. Alright, I'm into it. This book contains a complete star base depending on the number of stars that can be seen on any given day. North Star. The twins, unfortunately I got that too late. The slice. Diamondus Minor. Southern Cross. Farmer's Apple. Draxus the Dead. The Sail. Florealis. Okay. Neat. Thought I saw something. Okay. Let's see here. If I draft this bedroom, it's not adjoined to a bedroom, but it is 2 items. Got a die and a key. Okay. Alright, back to the main entrance hall. Now we'll go this way. The den is a good option for right here. Grab that gem. We'll do the nook for an extra key. We'll do the courtyard, because I have not seen the courtyard yet. It's a good thing. Metal detector. Greater chance of finding keys and coins. I see. Let's redraw. Okay. Pantry would give us coins. This gives us a key, a coin, and a thing, but it's a dead end. That would cost us a gem, and we don't have a lot of money right now. So we'll do the pantry. Okay. Well, I have to do a room here. And I can't re-roll. This sucks. I'm about to be locked out of this day. Because I fucked this up. Well, I guess I'll do the utility closet. Still, toggling of breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Please call DC Power if you require assistance. Okay. So... Oh, interesting. When that was blue, it could be overwritten. Huh. Okay. Let's see here. So, I can't turn that purple. I feel like there's got to be something to do with green. Uh, hmm. There's something. There's something about this. White sand, black cat, red flag. Can't really do black. Okay, fine. There's a door off the den, but I'll be stuck here unless it's a secret passage. Sure. I get nothing from this. Except that it, you know, connects to the den in the courtyard. Yeah, there's no secret rooms. I guess I haven't gone and explored the grounds yet. That was weird. It like yanked me into that tree. Interesting. Little bluebird. There's stuff down there. Okay, there's a boarded up railroad track. I'm glad I got frustrated and decided to explore the grounds. I'm learning things. Okay, so I can't get out there yet. Presumably, leaving via this gate is gonna be me calling it a day. Or not. Oh, that counted as a step. This is a room. Kinda. There's stuff happening. Due to the rules set forth, you're not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. However, your scouting skills have been put to use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. Okay. Gotcha. So this is where I go every night. I don't have the key combination to get into the orchard yet. But now I know it's a thing. I mean, I agree, but such is life. It deters the law-abiding citizen. Okay, so there is stuff out here that I may eventually want to do things with. Let's go ahead and call it a day. Since I dead-ended myself into a corner. Do 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 do. Day 5. It's got a thing for birds. All right. Ace Queen. Sort of feeling good. Hallway. Storeroom. Let's get the day off to a start. I still don't understand this. And I don't have a magnifying glass. If I get a magnifying glass, I might come back and look at that closer. Den. Den is free. Gets me another gem. So that would lock me. All of these lock me in. Let's do the guest bedroom and get the extra steps. Guess we're doing the nook. Get this key. Ooh, hate this. Okay, so that gives me more options to get out. So we'll do that. Courtyard is fine. Bedroom is also fine. We will do the courtyard, though, because it's early yet. Alright, we get a sledgehammer. Which means locked trunks are no longer locked. And if we can get a shovel, there are 2 dirt piles in here. That is a gem requirement. Okay. Maybe there will be a shovel in the closet. There was not. Okay. Unlocking a door with the silver key will lead to a room with many doors. I see. The type of key matters. I'm learning things. Okay. Spare room in the hopes of getting a locked door. No locked door. Pantry. Okay. Secret passage. I don't have any gems. West Wing Hall. Okay, bedroom. Okay, chapel lets me get out at least. So we're doing chapel. Because a redraw might not have gotten me anything. This time, however, we will redraw. Corridor. Billiard room. $17. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 10, 2. 12 minus 4 is 8 times 2 is 16. Nope. That's 12 plus 4. 16 minus 5 is 11 times 2 divided by 11, 2. Alright, got that key card again. We'll see if that comes up. Let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna use our special key. Silver key, please. I don't have any gems. The gym makes me lose steps, so archives. Maybe I'll get some new information. Swimbird, children, RLCF. I'm gonna... That seems important somehow. Marigold drops publisher. Manning and White at a press function. Suspicious bag under the third major. Charging by the crown. No traces discovered of Cinca Eris, but search continues. Priceless jewels stolen. That's probably why all the gems are around here. Okay. Swimbird author never considered herself a success. That's sad. Use key. Security. That is a gem requirement. Alright. Archive. Alright. Let's see. Eat the apple. This box contains gems. The other 2 boxes contain gems. All 3 boxes contain gems. Only 1 box has a prize. So these 2 are true or false. This is true. Okay. Kitchen. Archive. Okay, lavatory. Wonderful. There's probably a puzzle in this room. But maybe not. Okay. Laboratory. Experimental house features. Typically work over at Cinca, sent over here. Turbine tests. Been unable to find the laboratory. Can anyone tell me if this is typical? Kimberly Thompson. Okay. Okay. Something to something. Okay. Wish I had the magnifying glass. Potentially, we will find one. Oh boy. Okay. So, that... We're gonna need to find the boiler room. Would be my guess. Okay. Okay. Effective immediately, electronic mail can only be accessed via the security terminal. But this is not handwritten, so it is false. That password is not case sensitive. Hope I can find a disk. A diskette. Currently via the office. Okay. Ah. Okay, so this is the only remaining exit. I don't have 2 gems. That would be bad, so let's roll the dice. Okay, we lost. Nothing on the journal. Books and periodicals will be pulled. Okay, Swimbird by Marion Marigold. House directory is a great resource. Press R to pull up the directory. Okay. I was looking for anything out of place, like a secret passageway. Oh. Okay. Most avoided floor plans. Alright, so I guess that's what's in the library. Now, is there anywhere else I can go? No. No, I've locked myself out. Rizzo, are you bored? She's bored. Okay. Let's go this way this time. Bedroom. Why not? Gem. I like a gem. Den. Ooh, I could do that. I could be greedy. Fuck it. Cool. Do that. Guess not. Alright, we'll do the courtyard. Metal detector, sure. Okay. Hallway. Methinks. Parlor. I mean, I like the parlor. Give me the key. And let's see here. True. True. So you're false. This box is not empty. Okay. Pantry? Pantry. Okay. Billiard room. Okay. 20 minus 10 divided by 2. Nope. 20 times 2. Divided is out here. 11 minus 1 is 10. Times 2 is 20. Divided by 4 is 5. 1 plus 4 plus 3 is 8. Minus 7 is 1. Times 18 is 18. Divided by 3 is 6. Holy gee, that was quite the puzzle. Okay. Commissary. Okay, cool. Commissary will not be closed. Days 20 and 21, however. Okay. Compass. What do you do? I want... Oh, but... I feel like there were two definite dirt piles in the conservatory, or in the courtyard, right? I'm buying the compass. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. Okay. If I get money, I'll go back to the other one. Corridor. Why not? Got keys and shit. I could do the passageway, but I could do the drawing room. I'm gonna do the drawing room. This is interesting. Security. Dark room. I mean, I have no idea, so... I can only choose one because I don't have any gems. Oh, snap! I made it to the antechamber. Except I totally didn't. Okay. One free coin. Use my key on the trunk. Get 3 keys. I like it. Nook. Security is probably where I want to go out next. Honestly. Kitchen. Oh, chapel. Red book. Key. Breaker box. Breaker 1-9er. That's fine. Oh, key. Alright. Neat. spare room. Boudoir. I can't wear the heels? Fuck you, game. You can't tell me what to do. Okay. Oh, boy. So... dark room. There's another door off the dark room. I don't know, man. This one. Okay. Okay. Getting freaky in here. Yeah, I've been into the nook already. I don't have any gems, so I guess it's the guest bedroom. Okay, well there's still one path off of the entrance hall that might get me these 3 rooms, but this whole side of the house, not happening. Okay, so that way, and then just straight down pretty much. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna coat check an item. And it might as well be the car keys. Okay. There's a... okay, I think that's just a general... yeah. Neat. Okay, so... that was different. Let's call it a day. See what I can find. East Wing was definitely favored. Day 7. 1 week. It's been. Okay. Straight ahead. Sure. I really hope I get the garage. I guess if not, I can always check it again. Corridor. Bedroom. Parlor. I can't resist the parlor. I don't know. Let's see here. Well, that is false. One of these has to be true. Both of them are true. The gems are in here. Okay. Security. Yeah, I have gems. Let's get security open sooner rather than later. Get the gem for free. Oh, there is a red and a blue memo. Keycard access. Security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks. Normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Okay. Swan Song. I know that one already. And then this is false. Access levers are needed to grant access to the antechamber. Okay. This will get me into this room for sure. Security will get me into that room no matter what. So we'll put the billiard room here. $13. 4 plus 2 times 2 is 16. Nope. So that's 6 times 2 is 12. I don't know why I said 16. 1 plus 3 is 4. Times 2 is 8. Okay. 20 times 2 is 40. Divided by 2 is 20. Divided by 4 divided by... Okay. 1. The silver key. Alright. I like it. I'm into it. Observatory. Diamondus Miner. Cool. And a die. Excellent. I guess I only have a special key. So, here we go. Boiler room. Let's go ahead and open the boiler room. Okay. Presumably, things happen here. Get this into green. Now there's pressure going through here. Now there's pressure going through these, including into this red box and into that blue box. So red and blue are receiving pressure. Currently. Okay. So nothing changes with that. These are just here to give me an indication that pressure is flowing, I think. Oh no, this red is not receiving pressure. Okay, this is doing things now. Which was not the case before. Okay, that blue is receiving pressure now. There's only 3 workable orientations. There's this one, which has this red receiving pressure, but not this situation. Oh, hi. Okay, now you can send pressure. Aha. Okay. So that is now open. Good. That's 1 pressure going in there. I think I need 3 pressure to get into that spot. Let's see here. That'll be 2 and 3. I should be able to activate the boiler now. And then potentially open that door. Okay. Now, let's see about getting this door open. Bedroom seems like it would be good. Ah, but hallway better, I guess. Probably should have taken the other thing, but here we are. Okay, so now I want power over here. Okay, the dark room gets that. Whatever this room is has power. That's the weight room. Just immediately lose a ton of steps. Ugh. We'll do the pantry. This is not the way. Okay, I need to make sure that I save enough steps to get back to coat check. Laboratory. Okay, the laboratory needing power is great. I don't know what any of that does. Oh boy. Okay, so let me pull up a real periodic table. I don't have it memorized. Okay, so we are... What's the sixth one in? I'm just gonna quickly see if this is just a quick cipher. AM... 4 down. AMSH. Well, probably not. AMSHP. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. RE. GD. 6, 7 is U. 8. F. 9. Po. 10. Og. This is definitely not correct. 11 at. 12 ni. Amshpregduf pugatnuf. It's not correct. But there's an arrow. Oh, the arrow probably means something, huh? It's either pointing in here or 12. Okay, so there's only 10 switches. Or it's saying to move over 1. So let's just try. I feel like they wouldn't tell you, like you wouldn't have to look up a thing external to the game, but let's try. PU. S. No. 1 over from S. PUP. HE. I'm assuming it wraps. TH. Five was RE, so now it's W. Yeah. I'm not gonna do all that. Is there an actual periodic table in the room? That's a good... There is. And Okay. The two that are supposedly missing there are actually at the bottom. Okay. So... So there's a real one. That lines up better to this image. So I'll use that as my guide. A large battery pack. Okay. Atmospheric pressure in the Mount Holly freezer. Sure. Is that the number in that direction I have to go? Assuming loops? That seems super weird. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that'll be HE. Well, that'll be the third one. Okay, 1. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm thinking. Is it in order? So is it, for instance, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plutonium, but if I jump over, oh, because their table's arranged differently. That might change some stuff. Okay. Push. Oh no. Okay. Yep. S H. Okay, it is just based on their thing, and my table being off caused problems. 4 is push the. Because 5 is... I think. Push. Oh, I may have gotten ahead of myself. That's TH. 5 is there. Push through. Is that still RE? And 2. Skip. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, push. 3. Okay, 6 is now 7 in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Push 3. I bet this is gonna be up. Push 3. Yeah. Push 3 up. 7, 8. F. 9 is... EU, okay, and then 7 PA, yep. F is there, 8, 9 TE. Push 3 up after, I'm guessing, because 10. I don't know. That can't be right. Push 3 up. F. TE. Okay, 9. 10. Oh, after. N. Okay, and then 11 is I. And then 12 is any. Push 3 up after 9. Okay. Okay, so that's doing stuff outside. Is that gonna light up? Oh, it's gonna open up that door. Okay. The Blackbridge Grotto has been powered and permanently unlocked. Each day you may access one offline terminal from the network. Okay. Well, that's cool. Swan Song. Remote terminal access. View active terminals. Office. Yes. So the office is where I can check our email. Our electronic mail. Laboratory. Okay. Electronic mail. But I'm... Yes. I said yes. Home office. Run payroll. Fine. Spread gold. Turn to main menu. Run payroll. Okay. Fine. That's cool, though. I did a thing. Don't have any keys. Okay. So, lacking keys. I mean, sure. Let's go into the furnace. Ah, by having powered the furnace, I've done a thing. Namely, gotten a key. Well, that means I can open that door in the laboratory now. Open the lavatory. I don't know why I walked in here. All it did was waste a step. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to get to code check. One. No, more than that. Okay. Two, because I have to go up through the dark room. 3, 4. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. Car keys. And then when I leave, it will say 0. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is go look at that Black Ridge place, though. And it will also be the last thing I do today. This game is cool. I'm enjoying it quite a lot. Okay. Ooh. A small data microchip. Okay. Just gonna draw myself a little post-it note here. I-O-O. Okay. So that'll open a door, so there's a meta puzzle thing going on there. This is a terminal. Oh, admin not found. Admin. Password. Interesting. This keyboard is missing keys. Interesting. QWERTY. Missing I. J, K, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that's got the correct number. 6, E, V, B, N, M. That's correct. But it's missing 7, 8, and 9 as well. Okay. Like, even if you assume I and 1 to be the same. Anyway. That's neat. That's a neat little spot to call it for the evening. Yeah. I will certainly be playing more of this. I enjoy puzzles. And this is one. Either way, thank you everybody for hanging out. I hope you had a good one. You're all cool. I'll see you when I see you. Bye.